Our last activity is to look at two common popular Hispanic recipes that are not the most healthy and make some adjustments to improve their nutrition, yet maintain the cultural and flavor integrity. So the first is chili rellenos. This recipe is very simple and uses simple and easy to find ingredients, which include poblano peppers, queso fresco, eggs, flour, olive oil, vegetable oil, tomatoes, chicken stock, and garlic. The biggest health issue with this dish is that it is fried in oil, and additionally it contains quite a bit of cheese. So some ways to adapt this recipe is to change the cooking method from frying to baking. In this recipe, you have like a chili relleno souffle, if you will. So the peppers would, instead of just being stuffed with cheese, would have a blend of spinach and cheese to increase the number of vegetables you're getting there. And then Greek yogurt is used to maintain a rich flavor and help keep the dish moist while baking. So this dish cuts out quite a bit of the oil. As you see, there's not even oil listed on here, whereas in the original recipe, you're using a cup of oil to fry the peppers. So this recipe is available for you to take home. I have made both of these, and flavor-wise, they are pretty much the same. I prefer the souffle. You have less of that kind of greasy texture in your mouth, but it still feels really rich. All right, so the second recipe is very common, simple, basic beef, bean, white rice, and cheese burrito. Here's our list of ingredients. Tortilla, refried beans, cooked ground beef, cooked white rice, and shredded cheese, spices, and some hot sauce if you choose. If you remember and can see on your glycemic index chart, white rice and flour tortillas have a very high glycemic index, which, as we know, we want to avoid. Additionally, this recipe has excess fat from refried beans, beef, and cheese. So to adapt this recipe, we're first going to change its form from a burrito to a burrito bowl. The base of this bowl would be lettuce because it has that low glycemic index. Then we can swap out the refried beans for black beans. Use ground turkey instead of beef and brown rice instead of white rice because it's a whole grain and has a lower glycemic index. So pretty simple changes. You are changing the form of how you're preparing and serving it, but flavor-wise, as long as you keep spices and sauces consistent, you're getting a pretty similar dish here, but with significant health increases. So to kind of wrap up today, our main topics we discussed and the things I kind of want you to take home with you are the glycemic index. So low glycemic index food causes slower release of sugar into the bloodstream and more stable blood sugar levels after eating, and less insulin is required. Whereas high glycemic index foods cause faster and greater spike and crash in blood sugar, making controlling blood sugar harder and requiring more insulin. Using the MyPlate template and glycemic index chart, you can help build and maintain balanced meals and make healthy carbohydrate choices. And you're able to take favorite recipes and less healthy recipes and adapt them to be healthier and make managing diabetes easier. So we'll take some questions now. I'm also going to hand out an evaluation form that you can fill out. You do not need to put your name on it, so please feel free to answer honestly. I certainly appreciate all feedback you can provide on what you liked, didn't like, what you learned, and what you wish you would have learned in this program. So in the future, we can improve upon it. So thank you for your participation in today's class. I appreciate your enthusiasm and participation with activities and your support of one another throughout. Please let me know if you have any questions or concern as we end the day here. If you don't feel comfortable asking questions in front of the group, please stick around for a few minutes and we can talk one-on-one. And on your way out, please grab a packet of all the charts, diagrams, and recipes for today. Thank you again for your time. It was great to meet all of you. Best of luck.